Hi everyone. Hey, hi everyone. Warm welcome. Welcome to Rai Tech Plus. I'm Praveen Rai, and today we are kicking off a brand new series called Present Like Pro, AI powered decks and storytelling. This is a part one of 4 sessions, and trust me, by the end of this entire series, we'll be building boardroom ready presentation in fraction of the time using AI. Is it interesting? Okay. A quick intro about me. I have 15 plus years of experience business operation and enterprise service delivery across US-based MNC like Autodesk, Epicor, Appian, Consona, and more. I have delivered over 100 plus presentation to C-suite executives and stakeholders. So I know exactly what works, what doesn't, and where most people go wrong. Whether you are from a technical background or not, this series for you. Okay. So drop hello in the comments and chat box. Tell me where you are tuning in from. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Before we dive in, let me quickly tell you why you should spend next 20 minutes with me. Are you on the same page? Are you with me? Okay. I have spent 15 plus years in operation and service delivery at US-based enterprise companies. As I mentioned earlier, Autodesk, Epicor, Appian, and Consona, most of the product-based companies, and a few consulting firms as well. And more, I delivered over 100 presentations to executive, stakeholder, and leadership teams worldwide. I hold a MBA in e-commerce and 6 professional certifications like ITL, 4, PMP, Scrum Master, AWS Cloud Practitioner, Salesforce Admin, and SAP S4HANA as well. More importantly, I have made every presentation mistakes in the book, so you don't have to. This is not a theory session, I promise. We are going to walk through real prompts, real tools, and real results starting right now. Let me know I'm too fast or slow. Are you okay with this pace? Drop in the comments. Okay, what is your professional background? Put in the chat box. Are you in IT, business, HR, finance? I love to know for all participants and who is watching later this recorded video. Okay, cool. Moving on next. Here's a game plan for this entire series. 4 sessions covering everything end to end. Part 1, as I mentioned earlier. Thus today, we cover 8 powerful presentation tips that professional consultants use, or most of the SMEs or expertise people use this kind of presentation. These are the foundations. Part 2, we jump into AI research tool. How do you use ChatGPT, Gemini, and the other AI tools like Perplexity to build content fast and smart. Part 3, design and assembly. We go through hands-on experience with the Gamma, Canva, Napkin.ai to make your slides look stunning. Is it interesting? Okay. Part 4, delivery and bonus tools. I'll promise to you some of the bonus tools also I'll cover this session. We cover Genspark, Yoodli, for speech practice. And also, one more gift I have for you, end of the session. I won't tell right now. That gives ready to use deck instantly. Cool. Okay, since this is a big topic, I have split it smartly. So each session is power packed, almost 15 to 30 minutes long. Okay, type yes in the comments and chat box. Okay, if the line excites you, are you with me? Okay, cool. Let's talk about the real problem. Why do most presentation fail? Any idea? What mistakes you have done? Okay, here the list. Too much text, so slides look like documents. Nobody wants to read. No clear structure. So the audience loses the thread. Boring bullet points with the zero visual impact. Agree? Okay. Data presented without any story or narrative. Presentation anxiety, not knowing how to start and where to start, what to say, right? And of course, time pressure. You just don't have enough time to design something great. Sound familiar? I've been there too. But here's the good news. AI solves every single one of these problems. That's exactly what this series is about. According to research, 85% of the audiences say poor slides actually hurt the presenter's creditability. You agree? Okay. Don't let your great ideas to be undermined by a weak deck. Let's fix that starting today. Are you following with me? Okay, cool. All right, let's get into the heat of today's session. I am going to walk you through 8 professional presentation tips that top consultant executive use. Interested? Okay. These are battle tested. I've seen them work boardrooms at global MNCs. Let's go. Tip number 1, and this is probably the most important one. Lead with your conclusion. This is called the pyramid principle. You might have worked different principle like SWOT model, before, after. SWOT means strength, weakness, opportunity, threat, those kind of principles. And problem statement first, then actions, whatever you have taken. But the pyramid principle made famous by McKinsey consultant Barbara Minto. Think of how Netflix works. Most of you guys have OTT channels, right? Platform. Okay. The hook is the first 30 seconds. You don't watch a 10-minute backstory before the plot begins. Your presentation should work the same way. Hook the audience. Start with the key insight, your recommendation, your finding, your answer, then support it with the data points, 3 to 4 evidence points. Details should go last. Here are some mistakes I see all the time. Okay. Guys, don't spamming in the chat. I'll give you last Q&A session. You can answer. I'm not able to concentrate. Keep on thinking. Yeah. Here's a mistake I see all the time. People spend 10 slides building up a context and put the recommendation on the slide 15. End of the point. End of the slide. Agree? Yeah. By that point, your executive audience already checked their email. Instead, try this. Write your title as an executive insight. For example, not Q3 result, but Q3 revenue up by 28%. That's how we sustain it. That's a title that commands the attention. Do you agree with me? Okay. This is a foundation of consulting style presentation. Most of you guys, corporate background, consulting from like Deloitte, Infi, Cognizant, okay, EY. Yeah, this is a foundation of consulting style presentation. Master this first. Moving on next, tip 2. And this connects directly to pyramid principle. Your slide title must be in the so what to executive insight. Okay. Here's a simple test. Cover your entire slide body. Read only the title. Does it tell a complete story? Okay. Compare Q3 online sales performance versus online sales growth 28%. Here are 3 levers to scale further. Which one would you rather present to CEO? The second title. Yes, the second title has the insight and the number and the implication all in one line. That's what I call boardroom ready title. Okay. In part of this series, I'll show you exactly how to prompt ChatGPT to generate these kind of titles automatically. Interesting? For now, go back to your last presentation and rewrite every slide title using this principle. You will be shocked by this difference. Comment in the chalk box, comment below. Tell me a boring slide title you have used. I help you rewrite it live. Is it fine? Okay. Cool. Tip 3 is about visual hierarchy. Agree? Yes. And this is where most presentation let people down. The simple question, when someone opens up your slide, what do their eyes land on first? Whatever it is, that's what they'll remember. Agree? If your most important number, let's say 28% revenue growth, is the same font size as every other number on the slide? Yes, no? This disappears into the noise. Agree? The rule is simple. Make your key number or the insight biggest, boldest element on the slide. Everything else support it. Do you agree with this? Okay. I call this 3-second scan test. If you give someone your slide for 3 seconds and then take it away, can they tell me the main point? If yes, great. If you know, you have a hierarchy problem. In our AI design session, Gamma and Canva do this automatically. But understanding the principle means you can spot and fix it. Even when AI gets it wrong. Right? Okay. Tip 4. And this is one changed. How I present completely replace your bullet points with the visuals and infographics. Think about when we started our career 15-20 years back. How presentation have evolved? 15 years ago, everyone used a paragraph of the dense text. Then we moved to bullet points. That felt like progress. But today, top of the presenters use visuals, icons, process flow, and infographics, especially in leadership presentation. Why? Because research shows people remember 65% of visual content 3 days later compared to just 10% of text. Your audience will forget your bullet. They will remember a powerful visual, right? They will remember, right? They will remember a powerful visual. Yeah. In part 3, I'll show you free tool called Napkin.ai that literally converts into your text into beautiful diagrams and mind maps or heat maps automatically. No design skill needed. For now, look at your last date. Pick 3 slides with a bullet. Ask yourself, could this be a process flow, a 2x2 matrix, a before and after comparison? Start making that shift and your presentation will instantly level up. Tip 5. Are you with me? Are you guys, everyone with me so far? Okay. Tip 5. Let's talk about color and how most people get this completely wrong. The most common mistake, I see the slide that look like a crayon box exploded, right? 5 colors, random background, 0 consistency. It looks immature even if your content is brilliant. The rule is simple. Use a maximum of 2 accent or bright colors throughout your entire deck. Pick one dominant color, typically 60% of visual weight, one supporting color at about 30% and one sharp accent for key highlights. It sound good? If you're presenting at work, use your company brand or color. I know most of you from corporate background. Every company has their own brands, logos, color specification. Also some compliance. It is publicly listed company. It signals the professionalism and alignment with the brand. And remember the basic dark text and light background, light text on the dark background, strong contrast. Isn't just aesthetic? Okay. Cool. It's about readability for everyone in the room, including people projecting your deck onto watch the conference room screen. Yes. In our conversation, I'll show you how to set up color palette once you and apply it across your entire deck into one click. Is it interesting? Okay, move on next. Tip 6. Design for the device. What does it mean? Here's something most people never think about. When you build your deck, who is going to consume it? Understand? And what device? Are they sitting conference room looking at projected screen? Are they reviewing it on laptop at their desk or iPad? Or increasingly common, are they scrolling through it on their phone? Right? For 40% of the business presentation are now consumed on mobile. Right? That means if your font is 10 pt, your charts are tiny. You have crammed 5 elements onto one slide. It looks like terrible on phone. Might be good looking in the desktop. The rule I follow, design for the smallest likely screen first. Use a minimum 18 pt font for body text. Keep slide uncluttered. Yeah. Make your key visual the dominant element so it reads clearly and on a small screen. Agree? Yes. After you build your next deck, email it to yourself and open it on your phone. I guarantee you'll find least 3 things to fix. Agree? Yes. Tip 7, storytelling over the data dumping. Most of the executives or your leadership role, data plays key role, right? Data takes a lot of informed decisions. This is the difference between a presentation that people talk about their after the meeting and when they forget the time they reach the lift. Agree? Data alone is just numbers. It doesn't move people to action. Story does. Right? Yeah. There's a simple structure that works every time. Before, what is the problem or current state? After, what does success look like? How? What's the plan to get there? Right? Wrap your data inside that narrative structure and suddenly a 28% revenue number isn't just a statistic. It's evidence that something is working and on call to action to speed up or accelerate. Right? I tell you this from past 15 plus years presenting to executives or leadership team. They make decisions based on how they feel about recommendation. They justify with that data. Your job is to make them feel confident or informed and compelled to act. Agree? For example, you want to backfill few open positions. Some left the company, you want to refill that. So leadership team directly approve the position without presenting data. Most of the time, if it's a critical project, they will do. Otherwise, you might have present the data, right? What is the reason behind? What is the capacity planning? How much automation you have done? How much labor saving you have done? And why you need this additional resource, right? Most of the time, when I'm presenting data, you also have done some automation, ticket elimination, some process improvement. So there is 2 reasons. The business is growing, or you've not done any process optimization or self-service tool you not introduced or intelligence automation you have not done. Still you are working same capacity, right? Storytelling is the bridge. That bridge, master it. Cool. Tip 8. Tip number 8, and this is where most presentation lose all the momentum they have built. You must end with a clear, specific call to action, CTA. Never let presentation trail off with the so any questions. That's the presenter equivalent of sending a proposal and never following up, right? You can relate, right? Your day-to-day work environment. Tell your audience exactly what you want them to do. I need a go or no go decision by Friday. To be crystal clear. I'm requesting approval for this budget. Let's schedule a 30 minutes working session to define the roadmap. Agree? One clear ask, not 3, not 5, 1, just 1. Before your CTA, call to action, repack your top 3 points on sentence each. Then make your ask confidently, strong close, strong credibility. In the part 4 of this series, I'll show you how to use Yoodli. You might have heard about the term Yoodli, an AI speech coach, to practice your delivery and ending so you sound confident, polishing every single time. For example, I'm using few fillers. That kind of filler. All right. That's all 8 tips. Let's do quick recap. Here's a part 1 cheat sheet. All 8 tips in the one view. This sound good? Okay. 1, lead with your conclusion using the pyramid principle. 2, write slide title as so what? Executive insight. 3, use visual hierarchy. Make your most important number unmissable. Point number 4, replace all bullet points with the visual and infographic. You might have asked, you used so much text. Purposefully, I used the text here because my 4th slide, 4th session, you can see the difference. The education purpose, so that you can capture all these screenshots. So I purposefully use this deck, little bit text, easy to note down. Okay. Point number 5, use a maximum of 2 accent color and stick to brand guidelines. I think some noise is coming. Are you able to hear me, right? Okay. Yeah. Use a maximum of 2 accent colors and stick to brand guidelines. You able to hear me? Okay. You know, some. Point number 6, design for the device, especially mobile. 7, use storytelling before, after. How? We explained detail in our last chapter. Point number 8, end with one clear, specific call to action, CTA. Save the slide, screenshot it, post it on the comment, and tell me what is your biggest takeaway from today's session. And coming up part 2, we get hands-on with AI. I'll show you exactly how to use ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and Perplexity AI to build 5-slide pitch deck from scratch in under 10 minutes. You won't miss it. You won't want to miss it, right? Cool. All right. That's a wrap on the part 1. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your time. I'll record this session and upload in portal. I genuinely hope these 8 shift the way you approach your next presentation. Now I did one favor from you guys. Okay. Now I want to hear from you in the comments and chat box. Which tips do you already follow? What's your biggest presentation challenge right now? Is there something specific you want me to go deeper on the part 2? Please comment. If this is valuable, hit the like button. Genuinely helps this for all attended. Also, I upload this recording session in the channel to grow and our community. And subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss part 2. Okay? Where you go hands-on with it, as I promised earlier, with ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity to build real pitch deck live on camera. I am Praveen Rai, signing off. See you in part 2. Let's keep building. Thank you.